Proper Royals has been on YouTube for 120 days. Let's deep dive into my actual channel analytics. I'm going to share everything, pull back the covers, check out my successes, anything that I'd like to do better, and what I've learned, I'll share it with you right now. Hey, it's Adam at Proper Royals. Thank you for joining me tonight. I want to tell you about my first 120 days on YouTube. 4 months. I've learned a lot. First off, welcome. I'm trying out some new lighting tonight. Let me know in the comments what you think. Going for a little more of a loungy feel, a little more laid back. Proper Royals. Yeah. 120 days, not that long on YouTube, really. On the other hand, it's 4 months, and it's been 4 months in the middle, trailing, hopefully, end of a pandemic. So what I want to do is take you into my channel. I could share my analytics and behind the scenes information from my YouTube channel with you all. Let's switch the screens right now, and you'll see that we're right on the page of my homepage here. One thing you might notice right away is that I have started using a product called TubeBuddy, TubeBuddy. So TubeBuddy is a tool that's really a search engine optimization tool, but it really gives me insight into the kind of content I should produce. And I have to tell you, in full transparency, the last video that I made about the time on YouTube 60 days ago, so I did a 60 days on YouTube video and now this 120 days one. My last 60-day video was the last video I ever made before starting to use TubeBuddy. So maybe the results have something to do with TubeBuddy as well. I like to think I'm getting better and improving, and I'll show you that we are improving, but maybe TubeBuddy was a good addition. This is part of TubeBuddy's analytics here. It gives me a little bit of a dashboard and that kind of stuff. So that's the first thing that you'll see. Second thing, we're up to 231 subscribers, 231 of you all. Awesome. Man, I'm humbled. That's a ton of people. Thank you, thank you, thank you is what I'm trying to say. Thanks. Next up, let's check out, you can see here, there's 71 videos. So the one I'm making right now will be the 72nd video. 60 days ago, after 60 days, I'd actually made 50 videos. So I've slowed down a little bit. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit as well, but I have slowed down some. Here's my videos, and yeah, look at them all. I've changed my thumbnails. You can see I changed the colors on here. I read somewhere on the internet, and it must be true, that yellow and red stick out better on YouTube. Maybe my thumbnail colors are to blame for some of the improvement. I don't really know if I believe that or not, but I'm sticking with it for now. So if you have opinions on yellow and red thumbnails versus purple and green thumbnails, let me know, let me know. So you can see there's a ton of videos, there's a ton of content. I think it's pretty quality, but I also have challenged myself to keep a regular schedule. So instead of just cranking videos out, now I only publish on Thursdays and Sundays. 2 a week is what I've gone down to. That's kind of the public page. Anybody can pull that stuff up and check that out. Let's go to the channel analytics. So as I said before, my first 60 days, I did about 50 videos. My second 60 days to lead up to now to 120, I've only done 22. I say only, but I've slowed it down a little bit. I've tried to put more focus into the content. The other thing is I started to see that the algorithm does like to be fed, but I feel like this is all anecdotal. This is just me. There's no science behind this. I can't claim this as factual. I feel like when you post a new video, it takes a little bit of focus off the other videos that you've already posted. So if you're just posting constantly, it's hard for other ones to get traction, it seems like. I think this is a layman's interpretation, but that's what it feels like. So 2 videos a week has really turned out well and has gotten great results. Let's start on my dashboard. Now, I regret the day I gotta film because I gotta keep up my publishing schedule. If you look here, where this little dash is, there's usually a previous 28-day comparison so that you can see what your improvements are. It's not there right now. I know a way we can get it. I'm going to show it to you. So there's not a whole lot on my dashboard page right now. You see my most recent video, it's only performing so-so, 83 views in a little bit over 2 days. Not bad. The analytics are pretty solid. The view duration is up, the impressions click through is up. So those are good signs for the long term. The algorithm will find where to use that and find the content consumers for it, i.e. YouTubers that'll watch it. So let's flip over to content real quick. If you're not familiar with the analytics pages of the YouTube Studio, there's just so much information in here. Check this out. This is just kind of line items of all my videos. Shows you the views, the likes, this percentage here. By the way, thank you all. That's incredible. This percentage here is the percentage of likes. Look how many 100% likes there are. Most of them. In fact, it's almost interesting to go look at the negatives. I made this really bombastic video that I love. Actually, I'm gonna do it every month. It's a series called The Coolest Ball Python in the World. If I was ever gonna attract haters, like a title like that is just begging to get pummeled, right? Look at this, 32 likes, guys. Wow, thank you very, very much. That's super cool. Now, I do have a few negatives. Yeah, I got a 1 thumbs down there. Let's see, I thought I saw like a 9. Ooh, yeah, another thumbs down there. You get the point. I appreciate it. All right, let's dive into the fun, the analytics. So if you haven't been to this page before on yours or anybody else's, this gives you a running feedback of the last 28 days, and you could set some other filters as well, but it gives you a running feedback of the last 28 days. So look, in the past 28 days, I've gotten 4.2 thousand views. Fantastic. I should say you all have contributed 4.2 thousand views. For context, let me give you this context. Check out this screenshot of 60 days ago of the previous 28 days. We're going to talk through some of those differences. As far as views, 60 days ago, I had gotten 1.9 thousand views in the previous 28 days. I've doubled. The views have doubled. That's an exponential growth. That's huge. Secondly, watch time. Let me give you some stats. 60 days ago, my 28-day rolling total of watch time was only 126 hours. So views went up a little bit over 100%. Watch time is up almost 150% over 60 days ago. Incredible. Wow, that's huge growth. Subscribers. I've got 90 subscribers in the past 28 days. 60 days ago, I only had 86 total subscribers. I've way more than doubled the pace. I've 200% increased the pace. For 60 days, I had 86 subscribers. The next 60 days, I've had, to do the quick math here, about 160. Thank you. It's really cool. And it does show that the patience pays. YouTube will figure you out. YouTube will figure out the algorithm and where do you fit into that algorithm, who your viewers are, and how to get your content to specific viewers that will soak it up. Looking here on the views, check this out. You could drop this down to lifetime. So let's look at from the beginning to now for context. And I want to show you a couple things that are pretty cool. This is November 22nd. I had 0 views. I started my YouTube journey. Here we are today. That was yesterday's stats. 111 views on Friday, March 19th. See, there's 3 kind of distinct sections of the viewership. One is from the beginning date till right here at December 31st. Nothing really happened in there. Pops, few pips and dips kind of thing. And then something happened. You got all this new area under the curve. And in life, this is like an analogy of life. The anomalies, the one-off incidents, good or bad, always stick out in our mind. We rarely look at what's the flat bottom line consistency. Instead of looking at the big days and the big, jumps, I like looking at where's the bottom? Where's the new steady bottom? So from December 31st to where? The bottom was right around 60 and it stayed there. But since then, there's like this new bottom that is like 90, 119, 111, 111. So I'm at like this, I went from like a bottom of 0, I had days where I got no views, to a bottom of 60. So imagine having 0 views regularly to nothing less than 60. That was a monumental jump. That was that first 60-day jump. And since then, now I'm at like days of like nothing under 100 views. And there are the big days. My all-time best day, 351 views. Hey, if I could do that every day, I'd be monetized really, really quick. And I had a couple really solid ones, a 265 in there, a 223, and 193. So a few days over 200 and a lot of days flirting with it, and a new bottom of 111. But what an improvement over where I was 60 days ago, where that bottom was at 60. The watch hours kind of mirror the views. Look here. Same December 31st, what do we say, February 16th, we kind of saw a new era start on where the bottom was, same kind of thing. Subscribers are real interesting. Look, they just come in clumps. There's not really a rhyme or reason other than I am seeing it higher and higher and a lot more steady. I don't see those 0 days. I haven't seen a 0 day in almost a month now when it comes to subscribers. Impressions under the Reach tab. Impressions is like billboards or advertisements on the internet. So every person it shows a thumbnail to, every link on Facebook that maybe I post, or if I go to Morph Market and post a link or whatever, those are impressions. If we look, the impressions for the last 28 days are 56,000. That's up 30%. Anything that's up 30% in only 25% of the time you've been around is great. But check this out. If you go to lifetime impressions, there's only 126,000 of them. 56 is roughly just under half of that. So I've done half of my impressions have been in just the past 28 days, in 25% of the time. What impressions are increasing is an indication of is the YouTube algorithm figuring out who will consume your product or your content, who to put it in front of. See, YouTube's not in the business of wasting advertisers' money or wasting content consumers' time. Better the algorithm can get at figuring out what content producers should be in front of what viewers, then that leads to advertisers paying for those annoying ads that we all hate, but those pay all the bills. So when that happens, when the algorithm is figuring this out, everybody wins. You're enjoying content that you want to see, advertisers are getting paid, and then the producers, their message, their vision, their own advertisement, my message about proper royals and ball pythons is getting out there to the viewers who will consume it. That's impressions in a nutshell. So I told you earlier that normally on the dashboard, it would give you an increase or decrease in percentage on views. In the past 28 days, my views are up 76%. Holy smokes. Impressions click through is like engagement on, well, it's literally the number of clicks that you're getting per impression. So 5.6, let's just call it 5 for easy math. That's 1 in 20 of those internet billboards are getting clicked on. One in 20 of those are receiving clicks. Think about if you were driving on a highway and you saw a billboard, do 1 in 20 people engage and think about that billboard for an average of 4 minutes and 15 seconds. That's what all of this means. That's the power of the YouTube platform. That's why if I could figure this YouTube thing out on Proper Royals and translate that to my career advertisement, there's real opportunity there. My overarching point is things are going very well. The snowball effect is real. If you're thinking of starting a YouTube video, first thing I would say is just start. You're never gonna be perfect. Look at my first videos. They suck. They're fun, but they suck. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm getting better. I'm putting up new lights in the Proper Royals lounge. I'm checking it out, man. You're checking it out. At the pace I'm going, if I double and triple every 28 to 60 days, I'll be monetized within a year. I'm not saying it'll happen, we'll see. That's kind of my goal right now, is to just challenge myself to see if that can happen. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for these numbers to go through the roof. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But check out these videos right here on the Proper Royals channel to keep up with everything that we're doing here at Proper Royals. Until next time, I'll just say thank you. See ya!